So I'd like to call on stage Nick Sidorenko from Cloud Invent to start the pitches.
My name is Nick. I'm proud to start this series of pitches, though it is maybe difficult. I present a company called Cloud Invent because we are working in the CAD software industry, and why it is cloud I'll explain a little bit later. And Cheetah Solver is our main product. Solver actually is the main engine of constrained CAD applications, and sorry. So this is the root developers from our team and developers, and actually we have a very small team. If you don't object, I skip this part of the story to make it shorter. And we see our mission as the third cloud, as the third revolution in the cloud industry. The first one was development of the CAD itself, and the problem with this first generation of the CAD applications was started when you need to do some modifications, and the modifications were were manual. The parametric CAD promised to automate this modification process and to solve this problem, but it appeared that it was a failed promise, and it remains to be such a failed promise until now, because all this parametric CAD mechanics works only is driven by the constraint solver, and all the constraint solver that exists now, they can resolve only rather simple geometrical models. And actually, all the existing parametric CAD application, they used the constraint solver developed 20, 30 years ago, and they use some archaic algorithms. We developed much more, at least the modern engine for parametric CAD applications, and what is it? And there are actually three reasons why we are unique. The first reason that existing parametric CAD application can't resolve even rather simple models. We can work with this model easily and resolve it in real time. The second reason is that existing CAD solvers are very non-robust. And our solver is very robust. You see, it can modify easily this model and do it in real time. And the third reason is, which is maybe the most important, the existing CAD solvers are working in the single thread mode, and they can't use the full power of modern computers. Our solver can use the full power of CPUs, the full power of the GPUs that has hundreds of threads, and what is more important, we can use the cloud clusters as a supercomputer for resolving very complicated model, and this is the reason why we're Cloud Invent. We see and at the end, a few words about the CAD market. You see, CAD market is a rather big market, about $10 billion, and there are four big players: Autodesk, Dassault, Siemens, and PTC. But our business model is that we don't want to compete with these monsters. We don't want to go inside this pie with our piece of pie. But we just want to add to the applications of these leading CAD vendors. The idea is we develop our constraint solver as a plugin for all leading CAD applications. This plugin being installed goes inside this application, replace the existing constraint solver, and after that, user has exactly the same application, but it can work with much more complicated constraint models. No, this is practically all that I wanted to say. So summarizing this, market is already prepared for us by big card vendors. And this market contains millions of potential customers. Potentially we have 100 millions of revenues. Even if we were implement our solver is already implemented as a plugin for AutoCAD, and even if we use only this implementation, it is potentially some hundreds of millions of sales.